Hey, and welcome back to another video. And today I wanted to talk about all of the information that's coming out from social media, Reddit, Twitter, Spectrum, about all of the stuff that's coming in IAE 2953. Some of this information is slightly confirmed, some of this information is leaks. So I want to preface this video by saying there are spoilers in this video. If you don't want any spoilers going into IAE, don't worry. Thanks for stopping by on this video. I will see you guys in another video, but we're gonna get into just about everything that is coming out about IAE, so you guys are kind of prepared and know what to be looking out for. Now I want to say thank you to everybody for all the support on the videos recently. The channel is growing way more than I ever imagined, and it's thanks all to you guys, really and truly. You guys have been commenting, liking, subscribing, and it helps this channel out hugely. You know, I enjoy the community. I enjoy making these videos for you guys. So now, without further ado, let's get right into this video. So first up on deck are the new best in show skins for IAE 2953. So these skins carry the same purple metallic color scheme that the convention design has. So the first ship that we have that has this skin that we're looking at right here is the Redeemer. This is a very cool ship, and not too surprising that it won Best in Show this year. A lot of people do enjoy it for multi-crew gameplay. It has a ton of shields and firepower, and you really can't go wrong with it. So to have this really cool skin for a ship like this is a welcomed addition. Now, it's always funny to a lot of people when combat ships get kind of more flashy skins like this, but the Redeemer is one of those ships that you're not hiding from your enemies. You have the firepower, so it kind of doesn't matter how loud the skin is. In my personal opinion, it looks great. So the next skin that we're going to be looking at is the Vulture. I think this is a pretty good skin for the Vulture. It's not very, it's not very industrial looking, but it's always nice to have more skins for, you know, non-combat ships. Drake has a lot of popularity. A lot of people love Drake, so it's also no surprise that the Vulture won this year. Salvage is a gameplay loop that really came out of the gate swinging. It's really challenging mining for a lot of people's kind of more chill gameplay loop. So, you know, if you're a non-combat person and you want a very deep, engaging gameplay loop, Salvage is definitely going to be for you. So, yeah, I think it's another great addition. Next, we have the Corsair. For me personally, this skin's a bit too flashy for the Corsair, but the Corsair already has a kind of metallic, stainless steel silver skin, so it does look good. But for me personally, I think it's a bit too flashy. With the Corsair, I like the more kind of edgy, rustic look. But this is a good skin, and I'm sure a lot of people will really enjoy it. And then last, we have the 600i Explorer. So this is a very cool skin, and in my opinion, it's kind of like the metallic green or the metallic silver paints that the 600i already has, but it has these kind of I know you call it turquoise trim on the inside of the vents here around the weaponry. This is a very smart looking skin. When the 600i does get its rework, the exterior is not going to change all that much, so the skin should continue to look the same. It is a nice looking skin. I think this kind of light blue color here is a bit too much for me personally, but it's a free skin, so there's really not that much to complain about. Okay, so next I want to talk about some armor sets and weaponry. CIG did this last year where they had armor sets with the same kind of color scheme as the show. So we're getting that again this year. We have the Venture armor first up, and it's kind of like that purple metallic color scheme, and then it has these accent trims here. That's actually, I'm not sure if that's red or like a brown color. It's not too bad looking. Again, it's something that you will be able to purchase in-game for in-game money at the show, or more than likely real money on the store. So if you go to the show floor at the end of the convention, they'll have an area where you can purchase these armor and weapons. And the Venture armor set comes with the Coda pistol, and the Coda pistol already has a purple skin on it, but it's like a bright purple. This is a metallic purple, and I think this actually looks a lot better. I like the kind of more metallic paints on the guns because it makes them look more realistic. That's just my opinion. The Coda pistol is a very cool gun, so having a new skin for it is a welcomed addition. Next, we got the Xi'an space suit. This is a really cool suit. It was subscriber flair, but because the adding it to the show, anyone can buy it now. So it is in this kind of metallic purple colorway. So if you're not a subscriber and you didn't get this set for free, you can now purchase it on the store or buy it in game at the end of the show. And this comes with the Connor rifle. And then last we have the Novikov suit, exploration suit. Exploration gameplay is getting talked about a lot more lately. This is a very cool suit. It can survive in almost any environment. It's basically what you need if you're going to, go anywhere in the game and to be able to survive. This comes with the S71 rifle. Now keep in mind that if you do buy this with in-game money in-game and a wipe happens, you will lose this armor set. So that's why it is, that's why some people do buy it on the store for real money. But if you just want to check it out in game, yeah, you have the ability to pick it up in game. I don't usually see these things in loot boxes, but we never know. I do believe they are in the loot table after the exclusivity window in the kind of gold boxes. But yeah, they're very rare and sometimes very difficult to find. So yeah, these are cool suits, and there's only 3 of them for right now, what we've seen. Again, this is all in game on the PTU. Next, we have the sneak peek here from CIG. This is the presumed new Gitac Sulin, I believe, from the leaked information. I'm not entirely sure what part of the ship this is. It looks like there are certain aspects of this image down here around the edges that were purposefully blurred out to kind of, obscure what part of the ship this actually is. But on PTU, we did get an update to the posters, so now we have like a better visual of it. You can see the kind of Xi'an writing here. It looks like these wings are also its engines, because you can kind of see the thrust coming from behind them. So it looks like you have 3 engines here. This looks like it's going to be a very maneuverable ship. Looks like you have 2 large weapons on either side here. These are looking like maybe size 4, size 5s. Depending on the size of the ship, I don't know how big this ship is. This looks like the front of the ship, obviously, and I'm presuming this is the cockpit. This doesn't seem like a small ship, but it has that purple color scheme that the rest of IAE 2953 has. So I think this is the ship that is going to be available day 1, and it looks fairly large. It doesn't really look like a fighter per se, but a lot of people are assuming it's going to be kind of a medium entry level ship, probably kind of something akin to a Cutlass competitor, like an alien version of a Cutlass competitor, kind of that Avenger or Cutlass class of ship. The Cutlass class ship is potentially very attractive of a class of ship, but this looks like it might be a little bit smaller, because again, if these are size 3, 4s, or 5s, the overall size of this ship can vary greatly. And if you compare it to like the other alien ships, they're very large for what they do. So this could be a starter ship, kind of more comparable to again, an Avenger. I really don't see this as like competitive for something like the 100i or the Aurora or the Mustang or something like that. This looks a little bit larger than that. I think this would be more comparable to maybe the 300i or the Avenger, that size and price range. If this does come in at like a $50 starter ship, I'll be very surprised, but pleasantly surprised, to say the least. An alien starter for a low price would kind of like, I don't know, the community would be blown away by something like that. And then we have more pictures here. Again, you can kind of see the thrust coming from behind these winglets and these kind of body panels. Again, I can't really tell what this ship's role is based on these photos. It doesn't look like a fighter, in my opinion, with only 2 guns. Fighters usually have a little bit more weaponry than that for this size. I could be wrong. This could be a fighter, but there are also a lot of alien fighters. Basically, all of the alien ships are combat ships. Really, the only multi-role ships that the alien brands have is the Merchantman and the Railin. Also, people are saying that this might, you know, eventually become a loaner ship for the Railin if you already own the Railin, because it's by the same manufacturer. That would be a really nice touch for people waiting on that ship, which I don't think that ship is too far away. We talked about it in another video. It's kind of scheduled for some time in 2024. So if it does come out in like Alien Week 2024, that would be really cool to have both the Railin and this, you know, Cerulean. But it looks like it might be straight to flyable. This doesn't seem like a concept. Again, it could still be a concept. It might not be straight to flyable, but based on the sneak peek, it looks like an in-game asset, which would be very exciting for day one. Again, day one is usually, you know, the day where CIG wants to have a lot of interest and excitement for the start of the show. Okay, so next we had this kind of teaser at CitizenCon, and a lot of people speculating what this could be. I had no idea at the time, and you know, a lot of people were speculating a bunch of different things, and a lot of people speculated that this is a Morai ship. And so we now got another leak, this Morai heavy fighter, and you can see here it has the winglets on the side, a lot like the Fury, with the cockpit in the middle and these two very maneuverable looking thrusters at the back. This is going to be a very exciting ship. This doesn't seem like something that's going to be straight to flyable. This is probably going to be a concept sail. This again is kind of like the wire drawing that, you know, a lot of the leaks have, and whenever you look at a lot of these leak drawings from like leakers like Pipeline, they're very close to the finished product, but not exactly. So this is going to be a very interesting ship, a heavy fighter that's as maneuverable as a Fury. You know, that's going to be potentially dangerous. I'm very interested to see how CIG plans on balancing that, but it's going to be very exciting to have something like this go up against the Scorpius, you know, the kind of TIE fighter looking ship, you know, fighting the X-Wing, you know, looking ship. I'm sure the community is gonna, you know, eat that right up, and a lot of people are going to try to pick this up at IAE. Then next we have these kind of like smaller blurry images of a large Drake cargo ship. You can see it has 6 engines at the back here, and a lot of 32 SCU cargo containers. Okay, so there's 14 on this side, 14 on the bottom. So if this ship is asymmetrical and these 28, 32 SCU cargo containers are only on one side, you're looking at roughly 900 SCU of cargo here. That's a lot of cargo. That kind of, you know, puts it in closer competition with the Hull C. The Hull C, of course, still has more cargo, but that's a lot of cargo for a Drake ship. And I think a lot of people are going to be excited about something like that. And then, of course, I want to mention the Zeus Stratus, or the Zeus ST. Now, this was actually showed at CitizenCon, and a lot of people picked up on this. This was apparently another variant of the Zeus that got left in the presentation. I'm not sure if CIG originally planned to announce it at CitizenCon, but then they changed their mind and decided to announce it at IAE. I'm not entirely sure what this variant is going to be, but it is very interesting. It has slightly different, you know, winglets. Here you can kind of see in this picture down here, the wings are kind of more curved there on the top and the bottom. A slightly different color scheme as well, with the gray and the light blue and the dark gray. And then the guns, it has guns on the top and the bottom. So you're kind of seeing it here, you know, being attacked and firing. This is going to be very interesting, you know. I don't know exactly what this variant's going to be, but hey, you know, you look at the constellation has the Taurus, the Andromeda, the Aquila, and the Phoenix. That's 4 variants. So a lot of people are speculating this might be a luxury variant, you know, Zeus Stratus, you know. So that could be very interesting. And so last, I wanted to talk about the RSI Arastra. I believe that's how you pronounce it. So when you go to the show floor on PTU, there is a holo viewer section that is blank, that is missing. So a lot of people are saying that that is going to be the new RSI mining ship, because it does have the Zeus there. You have the Polaris, you have the Galaxy, you have the Perseus, you have the Apollo, and there is a holo viewer section that doesn't have any ships. So people have pulled this from game files. I believe that this is the holo viewer model that is going to be there from PTU, and they uploaded the model, so we can actually take a look at it here, spin it around and see what it's going to be. Again, this is a mining ship. Kind of the information that we were told about it is that it has, you know, 2 mining heads. So this is going to be larger than the Mole, kind of in between the Mole and the Orion. This is RSI's, you know, ship a step down from the Orion. Based on what is said here, it looks like this is going to be the room where you do the mining from. You can see these cutouts for glass. These look like bumpers at the front, so you know, if a rock explodes, it doesn't hit the people controlling the mining heads in here. Okay, and then you have the cockpit up at the front here. And if you kind of zoom out, and look at it from the top, here, it basically looks like the midsection of a Galaxy, you know, with the cockpit here and the angles around here. So it's probably gonna be around that size, kind of Galaxy sized, you know, because the Orion has grown since its original concept, so the Orion's gonna be a very big ship. But like the Orion, this is said to have a refinery on board. Again, I don't know if CIG is going to go through that on the final concept of this ship, but that's just what's people have found out in the game files, that this is kind of concepted to have 2 mining heads, 2 mining operators, the pilot, an internal refinery, and 3 turrets. So the turrets you see here, there are no turrets on the bottom. There's one on this side, but this turret has 4 guns on it. I don't know what size guns these are going to be, but if this is Galaxy size, these are probably going to be size 4s or size 5s. So you have 4 on that side, 4 on this side, and then you have another turret on the rear with 4 more. So if people are attacking you, you've got a lot of firepower facing backwards to kind of make your getaway. You also have these large, nice engines. Also in the game files, it says that this has a vehicle bay. So I'm assuming this opening at the back here is going to have a ramp that can go on the back, that you can essentially have like an ROC, a Grey Cat Rock, so Rock DS maybe in the back here, so you can do ground mining operations and main ship mining operations as well. So this is going to be a very interesting ship. I would definitely say keep your eyes out for this one. IAE this year is going to be very expensive for a lot of us. I don't blame anyone if you're saving up right now in preparation. I know I am. This is a very interesting ship. I don't know how much money it's going to come out for. The mole is roughly, I believe the Argo mole is like 315. I could be wrong about that. Let me know in the comments down below. So then you look at something like the Galaxy. Galaxy is 550 or 580, I believe. And if this is Galaxy sized, I mean, it doesn't have the modules that the Galaxy has, but as stock, the ability to refine and have those materials in cargo boxes in a cargo compartment at the back that you can just sell instead of having to take it to a refinery using the saddlebags and doing all this. This is going to be a very attractive ship to a lot of people who don't want to, spring for the Orion. Now, the Orion's definitely going to go up in price before it's finally released, but I wouldn't be surprised if this thing goes on sale for around $500, a little bit more expensive than the mole, or maybe 450. If the mole is 315, that's going to be a very attractive ship for a lot of people, because again, the mole can't carry any ground vehicles, even though you have 3 laser operators versus the 2 laser operators on this. You have the internal refinery and you have the vehicle bay, so you're losing one of those mining heads, but you're gaining the refinery and the vehicle bay for roughly the same crew capacity. 4 people. You've got 4 or 5 people maybe, but I would say minimum 4. You're probably going to want somebody on this rear turret, 2 mining laser operators and a pilot, so 4 friends can go, and that's kind of the same thing with the mole, 3 laser operators and the pilot, that's 4 people. I know a lot of people solo the mole because it has that central laser, but with this, again, someone might solo it, who knows. It does have remote turrets, so those turret gunners are more than likely going to be on the bridge, so you're probably looking at least 3 seats on the bridge. I think it's going to be very similar to the Galaxy in terms of bridge layout, and you're probably going to have a lot of amenities like Galaxy as well. On the bottom here, you can also see these pylons have VTOL thrusters in them, and you have a docking collar on this side and what looks like another docking collar on that side. So yeah, and I think that's a skylight on the top, kind of like the Galaxy's. The Galaxy's captain's quarters has a skylight in it, so the Rasta might have a captain's quarters with a skylight as well. Very cool ship. I'm very excited for this ship. And that's going to be all the leaks for me here today, you guys. I usually don't cover leaks because, you know, it's all subject to change and it's kind of a tough thing to, you know, share with people. But if you guys are kind of just interested in, you know, hanging out, talking about this stuff with me, you've already seen these leaks on Reddit. I know a lot of people already have seen these leaks on Reddit. So if you're in that camp and you just kind of want to talk about the possibilities, things you might see at IAE, then yeah, I don't have a problem talking about leaks. But I'm not going to do a whole ton of leaks videos because, you know, it kind of potentially sets people up for disappointment. But again, this is a 3D crafting channel, so you never know. Let me know in the comments down below. You know, I enjoy doing the ship content, but I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys want to see from me? Ship content, 3D crafting, a little bit of gameplay. That's what I like making. So if you guys enjoy that, you're in the right place. And I again want to say thank you to everyone for all the support on the videos. You guys have been amazing. This channel is growing so much and I cannot thank you enough. But that's going to be it for me here today, you guys. Like I say at the end of all of these videos, like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Salute.